to have you with us from Orlando, Florida, one of the great vacation destinations in the entire land. Today, Camping World Stadium as a couple of teams square off for a chance to win the Pop-Tart Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Kansas State's offense will get first crack at it today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on the kit, and it should mean something. You had the bowl prep, you got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse, and now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've put...
Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. He makes a catch. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Leaves it with the running back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. A shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So NC State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Using his legs, it's Sampson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Hand off from the shotgun. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Look out, he's got room! And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Trying play action. Grab near the marker, it's Bauer. Oh, he's got some space. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
It's so hard to tackle these fast guys in the open field. And you see when you duck your head and you're going to try to hit somebody, you can't see him anymore. Ducks his head a little bit. Next thing you know, broken tackle, guys getting extra yards.
Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Now it's second and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Who says option football is dead now in college football? How about that in the opening drive of the game, taking advantage of the athleticism you have at quarterback, and they're able to get a touchdown off of it early here, Dave.
And it's just so frustrating because defensively it makes you play so slow. Like, it literally becomes basketball and it's man-to-man. I got the quarterback, I got the pitch. Makes defenses slow down. Let's see how they adjust after this first drive.
And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. On the run, it's Peters. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. throws to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Sampson. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Wants to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Unloads quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. A fun postseason battle here. Deadlocked at the end of the first. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Basic connection. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Power football with the run. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Able to get one down to the 15. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Wildcats! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold on to the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. looking to fire. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Grab behind the line. It's Sampson. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Caught behind the line. It's Bowers. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And they have converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Got it behind the line. It's Peters.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Catches it at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the offense back onto the field. He'll do it himself. Powers through the defender. Breaks into the open. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Got the quick pass. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sampson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. On target over the middle. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Peters. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking left. He's got it. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw again. Flips it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Motion from the wideout. Using his feet. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. They're working that left side. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, 2 quarters down in the Pop-Tart Bowl. A couple of teams who battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the 3rd quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinators.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed great. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. And to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Motion from the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Got the quick completion. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The play action fake. Finds space on the right. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Quick completion on the out. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Finds his man. It's Bowers. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Gonna sling it on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bowers. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On third down, he drops the throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Now they'll run it to the right here. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Under fire. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Quick handoff. Finding an escape route. Makes it past the marker. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll ride the hot hand, and he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete to the right. Push down for the tackle. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking downfield on 1st down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Off play action. Snagged out of the air. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Got a man. It's Sampson. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sampson. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free and fourth down is coming up. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and look for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll start this drive going to the air. On target. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the back. And back to the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Bowers. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these 4th down pass plays are just designed to pick up the 1st. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle, it's Bowers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to throw on 3rd. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got an open man. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Wide open downfield. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Kansas State. And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.